When I last visited, the city was brimming with life. I expect the towers dampened the mood somewhat. Be it here in Eorzea, all share the desire to deliver the captives. Thus united, I pray that we may join in common cause with the satrap. Of the satrap, I only know of the common tidbits. That, though the position is hereditary, he is not considered a sovereign, and that, despite possessing considerable authority, he wields it sparingly. Given the esteem in which the locals hold him, however, it's safe to assume he's good at his job. We could do far worse for an ally. Yeah, doesn't seem too bad. All present? Then let us proceed. Owing to the threat of the tower, the city is currently in a state of high alert, and strict restrictions are in place for entry. Though you have been granted special permission, I ask that you remain close to me at all times.
A vast rock squats upon Favnir, and to its stony surface clings the city of Rads at Han. Ye who enter here are subject to the scrutiny of gods, the gate's most watchful eye. The orb which beholdeth the truth of all things. Pass beneath its hot and piercing gaze, bearing down like a second midday sun. The fragrant haze, a mixture of sweet incense and acrid smoke. The cries of merchants mingled here with lively melodies accented by dancers' feet. Travelers seduced by vivid sound and colors were once swallowed up by patchwork streets. But no such scenes to savor now. To what somber present does that divine eye bear witness?
Here we are, Megadota. It seems a shame to bring you here directly. Under normal circumstances, it would have been my pleasure to show you the sights.
And it would have been our pleasure to see them. Alas, it seems our tour of the city will have to wait.
I'm afraid so. Come, we should head inside. Your Excellency, may I present our honored visitors?
Ah, splendid. Most splendid. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Ahawan, satrap of Radzat Han. Our alchemists tell me your assistance was invaluable in the creation of the warding scale. Such deeds ought to be recognized in person. Thus did I have young Varshan convey you here forthwith. On behalf of my people, may I express to you our sincere gratitude.
Yeah, but Nidana, she was taken.
A regrettable incident indeed. Her colleagues insist that we honor her wishes and trust in the talisman, that it will be instrumental in saving Nidana and the others. I am eager to hear your opinion on the matter, so let us not stand on ceremony. Come, sit.
I think not. This charade has gone on long enough. Show yourself.
Oh.
Forgive me, but were you expecting musicians, perhaps? There are no performers waiting in the wings at present, but arrangements could be made if you'd prefer.
Nay, he hath the right of it. The time for artifice is past. Raise the curtain.
As you wish.
Damn. That's the dragon.
You travel as assistants to the students of Valdesian, but you are known to me.
Estinian can smell him.
Have we heard of the scions of the Seventh Dawn?
Speaking English.
I am Vritra, and for years uncounted hath this isle served as mine abode.
Vritra, of the first brood, sibling to Hraesvelga and Nidhogg.
Aye, mine elder brothers, of Midgard Sorma's spawn. I was last to hatch.
Well, isn't this a surprise? We were told Radzat Han had an alliance with a dragon. Not that a great worm sat in the satrap's own hall.
A necessary subterfuge, as the true tale of our nation history illustrates most effectively. In the beginning, the rock upon which our city is built was home to Vitra, and Vitra alone. In time, the ancestors of the Matanga came to the island and established a foothold. But never did they dare disturb the worm's lair. Next to arrive with the Aura, adopting the example of their Akasodra allies, they too treated Vitra with reverence and respect. And for many years, an understanding between our forefathers and the Great Worm endured. Until marauding heroes from the mainland came, threatening to shatter our peace and tranquility. When it seemed all would be drowned in blood, Vitra himself came forth and quelled the rising conflict. A peaceful accord was reached, and oaths sworn in Vitra's name. Thus began the dragon's governance of the fledgling state, which was to grow into Radzat Han.
But if Vritra is still here, then your position as satrap is just
a figurehead.
A charade. Yes. And one which my family has performed faithfully for generations.
Many envy the great worms their power. Were it known that I ruled here, then the fires of war would burn without end. I would not be the flame which consumeth my people. Those few who join me in laying our country's foundations were, perforce, sworn to secrecy.
Your eye. It was taken.
'Tis here, buried within a semblance of flesh. The body before thee is but a simulacrum,
Oh.
constructed by the finest artisans of Razathan. With mine eye nestled within, it doth serve as an inconspicuous vessel for my will.
Oh, wow.
That would explain why I felt the presence of a dragon upon our first meeting.
I am woven with words fashioned to deceive such arcane senses. Though 'twas short-lived, it seemeth thy fusion with my brother hath left thee much altered, Estinian warm blood. From the very first, we sensed the nature of one another, yet did neither one of us bear his fangs. That is all I need know of thee for now.
With my secret thus revealed, I have for you a proposal. Not as a worm of the first brood, but as the ruler of Radz Adan. With all haste must we take in hand the finished talismans and breach this foul spire. Thence, should it lay within our power, dispel its wicked influence. Yet even with the assurance of the warding scales, the narrow confines of the tower doth limit the size of our force.
And thus denied strength in numbers, thou must choose thy soldiers with care.
Just so. Yet though our radiant host is formidable, I see a sure path
Oh, yeah.
before me.
Time to open stream.
Thou and thy comrades have contended with a multitude of primal beings. Most recently, thou didst cast down false gods in Pagalthan and Cartanau, I am told. 'Tis upon that strength I would call. The Scions have proven themselves the most capable, and I ask that you serve as the tip of our spear. Talismans would, of course, be provided for each of thy companions. And should you agree to this undertaking, more will be provided to make use of as you see fit.
There's no denying it's a dangerous proposition, but the rewards may far outweigh the risk. Just think of what we might accomplish if we could equip all our allies with warding scales. I worry, however, that even the four of us may be too few for what you have in mind. Might we regroup with our friends first to discuss the matter?
'Tis no trifling task that I have laid before you. Go. Steel your hearts and hone your plans. Such time as you require shall be spent in crafting your protective charms.
It seems a quick trip back to Charlian is in order.
Wilt thou not lend thine aid?
Whether your request be made as a great worm or the ruler of Radz Adan, I see no reason to refuse. Nor will I.
I am in thy debt.
If I could chili. If our course of action is decided, let's not tarry. and that we should encounter one of the first brood in such a circumstance. I figured he'd be up in a mountain somewhere, honestly. That meeting took a rather unexpected turn, but we now have a clear objective ahead of us. Let's rejoin our comrades in Charlayan and muster a suitable crew for our foray into the Tower's Alt. Oh, and if you haven't already done so, be sure to tune to the Aetheryte here before departing, unless of course you enjoy violent nausea. Can I get back in there? They built the walls around him. Vitra and his alchemists have prepared us for our foray to the tower. What we may accomplish within its twisted halls remaineth to be seen. That Arcasodara languish in Telephroi chains doth forewarn us of the nature of our foe. 'Tis the gods of Thavnair who will be summoned to thwart us. Oh, hang on. The conflict between Nidhogg and I is in the past, and though they were brothers, it has no bearing on my view of Vitra. Above all else, he is a leader of men, not an enemy. He would hardly dedicate his life to this endeavor if he bore our kind any ill will. How very fucking progressive, Justinian. Yeah, nothing else from him. Next Friday, 1 p.m. Please honor pull times. This is getting used to balmy Thavnair. We're back in chilly Charlayan. Take care not to catch your death, eh? We need you for battles to come. Now then, everyone appears to be here, so let us take stock of all the developments and discoveries. I returned by way of Kite's experimental aetheryte. Yet I must say, it was far less taxing than our first attempt, and apparently, we need only ask if we wish to use again. Now, I'm not terribly eager to repeat the experience, but if you're willing to test your theory of fortitude for the sake of technological advancement, then who might have stopped you? Since there's been progress in both investigations, shall we share the findings from our respective locales?
Your time in Thavnair has certainly been eventful. In my opinion, carrying out Vitra's request and assaulting the Tower of Zot should be our highest priority.
Yeah, the Charlayan incident wasn't even that bad. I think I dated Alpha and Alize's mom. I don't know. I could have sworn we were having dinner.
While I still have questions concerning the Forum and their grand undertaking, we have all but exhausted our avenues of investigation. Simply pressing them any harder on the subject will almost certainly result in our expulsion. Therefore, I suggest we explore the ethereal sea connection by way of a letter to Master Matoya, then make our way to Thavnair.
Wow. Matoya back in action.
Even with the protection these talismans afford us, what can we hope to achieve once inside the tower? According to Orenvold and Fodola's report, they were unable to free the Emolja. Worse, their attempts triggered the tower's defenses, which led to a summoning of Luna Afrit.
What does it tell us that the Spires even have such defenses?
It has something to defend, right?
Simply pulling a prisoner from the wall is fatal. Thus, the direct approach is doomed to failure from the outset. Any further measures to dissuade such actions seem unnecessary. Unless, of course, there is a way to free the prisoners without killing them. Then it stands to reason that any intruders would be met with overwhelming force.
the towers appeared throughout the world in but the twinkling of an eye. 'Twas by magical means these structures were raised, I surmise. A spire thus conjured must needs be maintained, and I suspect an arcane catalyst, some manner of core, doth lie hidden within. Destroy the core, and the tower ceaseth to be, thus liberating the captives without harm.
So we can hope. And I would prefer to enter the tower with a working theory than with no plan at all.
Assuming Ishtola's reasoning is correct, the chances of the defenses remaining dormant are small to none. Any primals will have to be dealt with, and defeating one will likely only lead to the summoning of another. Our every victory will only compound the prisoner's suffering.
May we not then divide our forces? Those proficient in healing will focus on sustaining the captives. That duty can be covered by Urianger, Kryl, Yostola, and myself. The remaining scions will proceed with the search for the core. Admittedly, this strategy puts both parties at greater risk, but it should bolster our chances of saving the Arcacervera by a considerable margin.
What of Alize? She knows a healing spell or two. What was it, Verheal?
That she does. But I think Alize herself would assert that she's at her best when she's charging onto the breach. And from what I recall from the Grand Cosmos, there's a spring in her step when she fights by your side.
Ye gods, will you never let me hear the end of that? Rest assured that I will do what is asked of me, regardless of who I happen to be standing next to at any given time. It seems we have a plan. All that remains is to carry it out. I will inform Radzit Han of our movements, so let us make our preparations and regroup near the tower.
It's funny.
The military post in what's left of the Hamsa hatchery should serve as a convenient staging.
That sounds perfect. And remember, the experimental aetheryte at the confluence is there for those who need it, so there's no excuse for being late.
Okay, they're not here yet. Ah, a friend of Eorzea. We've been expecting you. You and yours will lead the mission to the tower, I'm told. The warding skills will be delivered soon. Till then, please stand by at the boat we have readied. When your fellows arrive, I will direct them to join you. We pray for your safety and success. If this is the future of Aetheryte travel, I think I'll stick to boats. Hi, no warning. However, emphatic could have prepared me for that. On account of which, we are a little late, but fighting fit, mostly. My friends, permit me to thank you for accepting this mission. You must be... we should still call you Varshan, I suppose. Varshan, yeah. Indeed. It would not do to confuse our soldiers. Very well then. For our part, we are humbled that you should see fit to entrust us with your warding skills. Please convey as much to His Excellency. One for each of you. Please accept them with my blessings. Our thanks. With these, we can go anywhere those with the blessing of light can go. Not only for this operation either, but all the ones to come. We can finally break your monopoly on primals. Alright, they're all yours. You don't need me. But I'm afraid we can't let you retire just yet. You're the Scion's brightest star, after all. If everyone's amenable to it, let us review the strategy for good measure. As previously agreed, we will divide into 2 groups. Angered and his band will break through the tower's defenses and locate its core. Meanwhile, the rest of us will tend to the prisoners, who will doubtless want for healing due to the duress of repeated summonings. The primals which the tower bringeth forth shall be deities of Thavnarian myth. As we have no prior experience with such foes, pray excuse the utmost caution when confronting them. We commence the operation at your word, my friend. For the people of Thavnir, nay, the entire world, we must prevail. Alright, you ready for all 18 dungeons to be this dungeon? Tower of Zot now accessible. Did it! First dungeon. Finally. It's taken 3 logins. First this armor, blessed with Ratatusker's power, and now Vitra's scale. Much has changed for dragons to show me such favor. And with Nidhogg with me, in spirit and in hand, no obstacle will bar our way. With Y'shtolas keeping them company, the party will be able to hold their own against the enemy if needs be. So we can tackle our own task without worrying over them. Come, let us be about it. Oh, so much to talk to. I may have taken up new arms, but my role is unchanged. I'm a healer, through and through. Yet, knowing who once wore this sage's mantle, I wonder, when all is said and done, will I look back on the battles I chose to fight with pride? My warding skill is safely tucked away. I'm ready when you are, Angered. I may not be the Zerdragoon, former or otherwise, but I guarantee that I'll give it as good as I get. Lest you worry, I've not forgotten my healing spells. Be it restoration or destruction, this sorceress can command whatever magics the situation requires. Aren't you talented? Aside from primals within the tower, we shall for a certainty encounter enthralled Imperial soldiers. Defenders conveyed hither by means unknown, who will stop at nothing to hinder our efforts. When's she gonna hit the live stream again? When's it gonna happen? DPS or heals? You can DPS. I mean, healing shouldn't be that bad. I think I'll be fine. I'd hope. I'm gonna try to pull wall to wall, if you want to try to keep that alive. Though parties are separate, I will trust in you, as I know you'll trust in me. Let us both give it our all, and add another rousing chapter to the saga. The Radiant Host and I will be watching from the outpost, ready to act at the first sign of unusual activity. May the skills serve you well, and protect you in lieu of Vitra's fangs and claws. Let's do it. I'll stick with this. I don't know how bad this is gonna hurt. I can see that explosion. Oh, I guess it's them doing it. I don't know what that is. I should be paying attention. Going to be thunder. Fire. We should be fine though. Damn, that hurt. I don't know what the Scholar Kit is. I get nervous. I didn't even say anything. Oh fuck. God damn it. We all got hit by that shit. Come on, fall off. Oh my god, it lingered. A solution? I just guessed. I wasn't sure if the one staying still was a solution, but it turned out it was. I just started slapping one. I was like, alright, well, either this is the wrong one. Hold up. Nope. That's why I'm stopping here. I need to start with Reckless Scout when I do big pulls like these. Oh wait, they got rid of the fall off. Huh. Oh, never mind, there's a gate. I didn't even notice. Yeah, I tried stunning them. Anything specific? What do you mean? I really don't have anything up. I thought I had arm's length off cooldown, but it wasn't. No matter the cost, we must protect the tower. Lordy. killing him doesn't really fucking do anything. No?